Hello, hello, hello. I am Moore. This is another Settlers 2 Vikings Edition video, and you have great taste because you are watching this video, so well done. This is mission 6. The wolf lunges for the throat is the title of this first cutscene, and basically we have to protect the green team because the red team is attacking the pirates of the red, and there's the border, which we will have to keep an eye on, because if the red team become too dominant, then we will lose. But our plan is to build up a settlement that will challenge the red team and protect the green. So off we go. We've got plenty of soldiers, 40 soldiers, and so we'll want to turn them into generals pretty quick. We'll use this harbour to do that, a trick I picked up from Piotr. I don't know how to say his name, but you can see his videos. I'll link to it in the description. Let's start off. A difficult aspect to this level is that there's not too many places that we can build farms. However, there are plenty of mountains around, so we'll start doing some geologisting to see what different ores we've got, and I will keep on trying to do my grid system because I do like some organisation. I'll bring you back when we've got a few buildings built. Alright, so as you can see, we found some coal and some iron. We're also producing wood up in the north there, going to use that little green patch for the trees. And yeah, going to start building or making some soldiers. And this spot right here I think I'm going to use for a fortress. And we'll hook that up. That'll be our general farm, and we'll actually limit the supplies that can come in by using a waterway and connecting that to our harbour. We'll collect our privates in that harbour, and that way we'll make a general farm. And if you're concerned about why we're doing that, or confused about why we're doing that, go check out our tips and tricks video, which will explain exactly why we set up our general farm in this way. With food is also going to be a problem, so I'm going to set up fishermen wherever I can, and then that big green patch on the right there is going to be for my farms. Gold up in the North Mountains we've found, but we need that barracks to be manned before we can reach it. And actually we've got everything that we need in this little area, so we're going to definitely create a good little thriving economy here, and then we'll spread north to take on the Reds. And as you can see, there we go, we've got our first gold farm about to be built. Now look, the limiting factor on this level is going to be the amount of food that we can get. There's limited space for our farms, so this spot right here, this green patch, is perfect for a farm. We'll definitely get the efficiency that we need from this, and setting up the farm like this with this road pattern as well limits the places that the farmer can plant his fields and makes them the most efficient it can be. If you're worried about that, take a look at our Focus on the Farms video, which explains exactly why that pattern works the best. I'm also putting a fortress up there in the north. That's really going to be our staging post for our attack on the Reds. But apart from that, you can see everything's going well. We've got 4 woodcutters, 4 foresters, and 3 carpenters. Again, that's for efficiency. And if you can limit those to 4 spots for planting trees, then actually that goes really well. That's efficient. You don't need a whole lot of spots for trees. You just need a tree to be planted and immediately cut down. So we're producing, we're moving west, I suppose. We're going to spread out because we're going to need more coal and more iron to produce tools and more weapons. Got a brewery going next to a farm, so that's going to go well. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at one gold mine rather, for the time being, at least until our fortress is built and we start producing generals. And in fact, now that that farm's built, you can see the 4 fields in the optimal positions for the farmer to get to them as quickly as possible. So yeah, we've built another smelter. We're producing more iron now, so we can make some tools, get some more farmers. It's important to get your toolsmith going, because otherwise there's a significant limiting factor on the amount of farms that you can have, and also it's good for him to produce fishing hooks to keep your fishermen so they can supplement. Yeah, so everything's going well in our economy, and what we really need to do now is build up our military, enter that phase, which is really phase 2, and then start the attack. Now look here, just checking in on the greens and the reds. Looks like the greens are building up a defense there. They're going to build that watchtower before the reds will manage theirs. So it looks like they're buying us a little bit of extra time, which is good because our fortress, our stronghold, is just about to be built, and we'll have a bit of extra room once that happens to create our waterway. Over here, yeah, building some more farms. We're just going to build up enough to make sure that when we do attack, we build up our military, build up our gold production, so that when we do attack, we're assured of victory. And the greens did defend well, and so they're doing all right. Looks like we might not have to defend them too much. As we scroll down, we see our fortress is built, so we've got some strength, and we've got our raft, our waterway, that's bringing in the goods to make soldiers and promote them in our fortress. When the generals exit the fortress, then they go and they have to leave and go to the road system to go to our headquarters. So that's pretty good. But right now I'm having to control pretty carefully the beer production, the weapon production, and the coin production, so that the flags don't get overloaded. It feels like whichever one I focus on is overloading the flag. So I'm having to do quite a lot of management here, which I don't enjoy. I like being able to set something up so it's set it and forget it. But yeah, just everything's going well, just a little bit more hands-on than I'd like. And as you can see, general production is now happening. We're getting them, and as they get promoted, they're walking off and going to our headquarters, and a new soldier comes in. But like I said, I'm having to manage things pretty well, so I'm not always getting the weapons or the amount of weapons that I need. So again, I'm a little bit stuck here. Yeah, I'm not sure what I could do about that, and but it's slow, but it's working. Up north, the watchtower, I've built a watchtower as a kind of an outpost, so that's going to be where our next attacks happen. But we can't wait any longer. Our friends the Greens are starting to look like they're in a bit of a dire situation, and we have generals, so we will, and skipping a little bit, we can see that our attack is successful, so the first blow struck. Now I am expecting a little bit of back and forth. We'll see how it goes. Now, although the Reds have a lot of towers and a lot of defences, they are spread quite thin. So as you can see, we've got 7 attackers going after 2 there, and I know there's only 2 people in that watchtower because they only had 2 flags outside flying. So that's something that can tell us about how many there are. And there we go, we've won that, and you can see where we're drawing close to the enemy tower. And another victory for me as we get closer and closer to the headquarters. You can see we're almost there, and we could attack there, but we're actually running low on people, and that's because they're flanking me. They've come from the back, and I've only got 1 guy who can attack. I will attack because actually I'm going to get reinforcements at some point pretty soon. Let's see if this 1 guy can beat their 1 guy. Well, he could not, so I had to wait a little bit for some reinforcements, but now I think that 1 guy is still just there, and he's actually killed a few of my guys, but he is overcome in the end. Weight of numbers overcame there. So yeah, we're going to keep on moving and keep on building up our generals. We need to probably get some more coins now. Yeah, gold mine's still going, mint's still going, so everything's flowing through. It's just taking a little bit of time. Patience, my friends. 2 more towers down, and we've gotten close enough now to their headquarters that we're going to attack. We've only got 4 guys that we can attack with, but they are all generals, so yeah, we've got a reasonable chance. And actually in the past few missions there's been no one there to defend, so yeah, it looks as though on this one they haven't spread themselves too thinly. We are receiving some sort of defense, but yeah, they're not particularly strong defenders. They're not going to be able to stand up to our generals, I don't believe. And although one of our generals did just get chopped down in the prime of his life, poor guy. Slowed it down here as watching. I think that is the last guy that we should be taking on, and there it is. And yet you can see we are advancing. The pirates are done. We did lose 1, but our 3 generals managed to take the day. In the end, the red team didn't really get close to the greens, and they certainly didn't get close to us. We were able, because we had resources right in the starting area, we were able to make a compact but efficient economy. We never looked like we were going to run out of raw resources, and so we were able to beat this level relatively easily. I think it was helped. There's a bit of a luck of the draw thing in how well the green and reds do on their border, and actually the greens did pretty well. So yeah, you see the reds did encroach quite a lot in the end, but we were able to curtail that pretty quick. Thanks for joining me on this adventure through the Vikings missions. That was level 6. We'll be back with level 7 shortly. In the meantime, I'm going to destroy all of these pirate settlements and hand back the land to our green friends. Have a lovely day. Enjoy this game. Bye bye.